tell us how the geography determines the politics of a region. When we talk about India-China border,
Yes.
what is the position, whether it is clearly demarcated or there is confusion?
What are the three major challenges of District Kathua that you would like to address if you are given a chance? What is the contribution of Pandit Ramnath Shastri for Dogri literature and language?
What is social infrastructure and economic infrastructure? तो अगर फॉर एग्जांपल चाइना की कोई फैक्ट्री इंडिया में आ रही है, उन्होंने मैन्युफैक्चरिंग स्टार्ट की और गवर्नमेंट ने ये कहा कि आपको 50% रॉ मटेरियल लोकल लेना है, क्या ये ट्रिम्स एग्रीमेंट का वायलेशन है या गवर्नमेंट ऐसा कर सकती है?
GGM Science College is a heritage college or not? So can you name a woman justice who had been the Chief Justice of Jammu and Kashmir High Court?
Yes, come in.
Good morning, sir.
Very good
sir.
morning.
Good morning, sir.
Please take your seat.
Thank you, sir.
Sohan Singh.
Yes, sir.
So you come from Kathua,
Yes, sir.
right? And your educational qualification is you have done MA in Geography
Yes,
from
sir.
University of Jammu.
Yes, sir.
And you have worked also?
Yes, sir. I am currently working as a contractual lecturer.
Okay. From 21 to 25, what you have done?
Sir, I was after doing my post graduation, I was preparing for civil services exam. Meanwhile, I also cleared state eligibility test and national eligibility test in geography. It was to test my academic competence.
Which shows that you have inclination towards academics also.
Yes, sir, I do have.
So if you are not selected, you will take up that option?
Sir, yes, sir. I think that being in academics is a respectable job, and you understand a lot about society as well as subject clarity. I think I will take that option.
Okay, and your optional is also geography.
Yes.
So tell us how the geography determines the politics of a region.
Sir, geography determines first of all the geographical features.
With example.
Yes. So
Right.
geographical features determine the land borders between the countries and the regions. For example, the Himalayas act as a border between Indian subcontinent and China. As a result of that, two different type of civilizations have developed on either side of Himalayas. Secondly, geography determines the resource location. For example, India's Chota Nagpur plateau is heavily rich in resources, but they have a very less representation in politics and before independence. Thirdly, I think that geography determines the state units and, for example, the linguistic organization of Indian states. Language is an essential part of human geography. Besides that, geography also determines settlements, and the location of settlements determines the political vote concentration in a region. Therefore, I think geography as a subject determines political boundaries, resource locations, and the political dynamics like population and representation in the central parliament.
Fine. When we talk about India-China border,
Yes.
what is the position, whether it is clearly demarcated or there is confusion?
Sir, there are three parts to India-China border. The first part is the western sector, eastern sector, and the central sector. There is some points of contention in all these sectors. First, if we talk about the western sector, there is line of actual control between India and China in Ladakh region specifically, and this line of actual control is not the actual border, it is a transient border as a ceasefire line between the two countries. Secondly, if we talk about the middle sector, it is mainly in Uttarakhand and Himachal Pradesh. It is primarily settled, but there are still some few points of contention between the two countries. If we talk about Arunachal Pradesh, then China and both India have a different interpretation to that border. So largely it is like it is perceptions of both countries differ on these borders.
So, what is official stand of the government of India vis-a-vis China border?
Sir, Government of India considers whole of Arunachal Pradesh as a part of India. If we talk about LAC, then Government of India stresses upon the Johnson line, which says that Aksai Chin is an integral part of India.
You mentioned about language also. You know, many of the southern states oppose Hindi,
Yes.
right? So, what is your stand when it comes to the language policy of the country, linguistic policy of the country?
Sir, I agree with the current linguistic policy, which is as per the new education policy, which is the three language formula, where because it offers opportunities for development of both the Hindi as a connecting language of the country, as well as also gives ample space for the development of regional languages.
Fine. Tell us briefly about who has won elections there in Nepal.
Sir, it is won by a party, Rashtriya Swatantra Party, led by a leader called Balender Shah.
Okay, when this party came into existence?
Sir, I don't know the exact date, but it is it came up recently after the so-called Gen Z protest in Nepal.
Thank you.
Okay, Sohan, you come from district Kathua.
Yes, sir.
As a student of geography,
Yes, sir.
and it being your means optional also, just tell me about district Kathua.
Sir, in geographical point of view.
Yeah, of course.
Sir, if we talk about district Kathua, first of all, if we talk about the topography of this district, it has mainly four divisions. First is the Kathua Plains, which is the fertile alluvial plains uh, formed after the deposition of alluvial soil by major Himalayan rivers like Ravi, Tarnar, and Uj. Secondly, second division is the Kandi belt, which is a transit belt between the Shivaliks and the plains. It is a region of shrugged mountains and like barren land, dry region mostly. And the third division is the Himalayan ranges, high mountains, Shivalik hills and middle Himalayas, especially in the tehsils of Basoli, Bani, Bilawar, and Mahanpur. The fourth division can be the river basins of Uj, Tarna, and Ravi.
Okay, wonderful. So, apart from that, uh, what are the three major challenges of district Kathua that you would like to address if you are given a chance?
Sir, the first challenge that I would like to address is the challenge of regional imbalances. Kathua is a large district and is a very diverse district in terms of both terrain, climate, and political development. Like if we talk about tehsils like Bani, which is very far flung from the district Kathua main headquarters. So the benefits of development are not equal in all the tehsils of Kathua, and especially in hilly areas, people suffer from infrastructure and lack of basic facilities. So regional balance should be there in terms of development. Second is the
Okay, fine. So, your hobbies include exploring and promoting Dogra culture and language.
yes.
How will you differentiate between culture and language? How these two are different?
Sir, culture is a way of life. It covers aspects like language, religion, values, traditions, etc. So, and language is a system of communication between human beings. It consists of
Okay,
gestures,
fine,
sounds.
fine. You are also a content creator in Dogri.
Yes, sir.
So, can you name a few important Dogri people who are working in Dogri, be it in art or literature or anything, culture, who have received Padam Shri?
Yes. So first of all, Shri Rumalo Ram from Ramnagar Tehsil, who has won Padam Shri for Gitadu. Second is Shri Balwant Thakur, who is current chairman of Natrang Jammu. And third is Srimati Ved Kumar Gai. She was a writer in Dogri language.
Okay. What is the contribution of Pandit Ramnath Shastri for Dogri literature and language?
So first of all, Pandit Ramnath Shastri led a renaissance of Dogri immediately after India's independence in 1947. He established a organization called Dogri Sanstha, which working on Dogri literature and language. Secondly, Pandit Ramnath Shastri developed the first organized dictionary of Dogri language, and therefore he preserved the Dogri vocabulary by through it. Also, Pandit Ramnath Shastri started a magazine Dogri called
Okay,
Namma
fine.
Chetna.
Last question from my side. What is latest from Bangladesh?
Yes.
क्या हो रहा है बांग्लादेश में अभी?
So recently elections held in Bangladesh, and secondly recently after the protests and exodus of Sheikh Hasina, new administrator called
No issue. Please.
take
Next.
charge.
So you headed a team to conduct socio-economic survey of village. So what were the findings of that survey?
So we found that first of all, we asked people about the basic social and economic facilities of the village. We found that first, if we talk about drinking water and sanitation, then we found that people have moved from or either moved or moving from traditional water sources like bowlies or natural springs to now functional tap water. It is because of government initiatives like Jal Jeevan Mission. Secondly, if we talk about sex ratio of the village, it is slightly higher than the sex ratio of J&K and the overall sex ratio of the country.
Okay. What is social infrastructure and economic infrastructure?
Sir, social infrastructure is helpful in
Example. One example from social, one from economic infrastructure.
Sir, social infrastructure is like education, and economic infrastructure is like building ports or port infrastructure.
How economic infrastructure complements social infrastructure in terms of your village only?
Yes, sir.
How social infrastructure or economic infrastructure will complement social? How they complement each other?
Sir, if like I will take an example, like if we build the economic infrastructure, like established factories or small scale industries in the village, it will help in women empowerment, which is an example of social infrastructure. So economic infrastructure is the factory, and social infrastructure is the women empowerment.
But simply you could say school is a social infrastructure, connectivity, providing the road is economic infrastructure, physical infrastructure.
Sir, I do agree with you, but I take the example of small scale enterprises and women empowerment.
What is evergreening of patent?
Sir, evergreening of patent is when a company makes slight changes into the product process or design and patents it again.
एवरग्रीनिंग ऑफ पेटेंट वो तो अप्लाई करेंगे ना बाद में.
Yes.
एवरग्रीनिंग ऑफ पेटेंट का मतलब क्या है, होता क्या है?
Sir, it is like reusing the patent.
Reusing या renewing? Renewal of patent. It's basically renewal of patent.
Yes,
right? क्या लाइफ होती है पेटेंट की?
Sir, in India it is 20 years.
इंडिया में एवरग्रीनिंग ऑफ पेटेंट अलाउड है या प्रोहिबिटेड है?
Sir, it is sir, I'm not sure about.
I'm not sure. Is it covered under TRIPS agreement of WTO?
Yes, sir.
TRIPS agreement.
Yes.
TRIPS agreement में.
Yes, sir.
WTO का TRIPS और TRIMS agreements क्या हैं?
Sir, TRIPS agreement deal with the patents and
Only patents.
Sir, patent and intellectual property rights.
Name few intellectual properties.
Sir, intellectual properties include goodwill, trademarks, industrial designs, and patents.
Trade secrets.
Yes, sir.
GI tags.
Yes, sir.
And what are trims?
So trims related to the investment.
Investment.
Yes.
तो अगर फॉर एग्जांपल चाइना की कोई फैक्ट्री इंडिया में आ रही है,
Yes, sir.
उन्होंने मैन्युफैक्चरिंग स्टार्ट की और गवर्नमेंट ने ये कहा कि आपको 50% रॉ मटेरियल लोकल लेना है,
Yes.
क्या ये ट्रिम्स एग्रीमेंट का वायलेशन है या गवर्नमेंट ऐसा कर सकती है?
Sir, it is a violation of trims agreement.
What is PAC Silica? Recently seen in news.
Sir, PAC Silica is an initiative by United States, which is the main aim is to secure the supply chain of critical minerals.
Very good. Has India joined it?
Yes, sir.
When?
Sir, recently India has joined.
So how many members are there in total now?
Sir, I'm not sure about the exact number.
It's 9,
Okay.
including India.
Okay.
Okay. आप देखो, simply you have to tell there are 12 schedules in the constitution.
Yes, sir.
Odd number वाले schedules बताइए.
So first is the states and union territories.
हाँ.
Third is the I think it is related to pensions and sorry, and fifth schedule is related to administration of tribal areas.
How many states are included in 5th schedule?
Fifth schedule, so there are I think right now 10 states.
Good. 5th के बाद बताइए 7th.
Seventh schedule is division of powers
Good.
between central and states.
9th.
Ninth schedule is ninth schedule is sir, it's not coming to my mind right
Protection
now.
of laws.
Sorry, sir.
Validation of certain laws.
Protection of laws placed in the 9th schedule.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Then after that,
Sir, 11th schedule related to panchayats.
thank you.
JKPDC, this is Power Development Corporation.
Yes, sir.
GGM Science College is a heritage college or not?
Sir, it is a heritage college.
So why it is a heritage? What is the definition of heritage?
Sir, heritage refers to a property which has intrinsic value and carried down by down from generations. So in that respect, GGM Science College can be categorized as a heritage college because it is one of the first higher education institution of this Jammu and Kashmir state.
Is there any other building in Jammu city which is a heritage building?
Yes, sir, like Mubarak Mandi or Amar Mahal Palace.
So how we can study culture?
Sorry, sir.
We have to study the culture.
Yes, sir.
So what is the process?
Sir, first of all, we need to make sure that what are the different aspects of a culture, like what constitutes a culture. Secondly, for example, if we talk about the Dogri culture, then what are the Dogra traditions, what are its values, what are Dogra festivals?
So if you have to study the culture of district Kathua,
Yes, sir.
so what are the parameters?
Sir, first, I think the parameters include cultural traditions of district Kathua, like we have the festivals. Secondly, the values of what
It is weaved in nature or a uniform type of culture in whole of the district,
So the culture of Kathua is diverse, not uniform.
not uniform. So what was the Aryan culture?
Aryan culture. Sir, it is associated with the Indo-Aryan culture of Vedic age, where it is theorized that the Vedic Aryans came to India and they established.
So when Dr. Karan Singh became Sadr-e-Riyasat?
Sir, in 1947.
In 1947.
47.
So can you name a woman justice who had been the Chief Justice of Jammu and Kashmir High Court?
Sir, I'm not sure, but can I take a wild guess?
Yes.
Sir, Justice Ranjana Prakash Desai.
Name the two women justice of Jammu and Kashmir High Court.
Sorry, sir, I will read about it.
Thank you.